This is video number 2 of the series where I am running one campaign and I'm running them through a bunch of sequences, emails, messenger follow-ups, all that kind of stuff, and I'm going to show you step by step what I do. The first video was the actual ad that I'm running for a free messenger marketing guide. When people click on that ad, they are going to be brought into Messenger. There is a message that I left on there, and it says it has a quick reply button, and if they click on it, they're going to go right into Messenger, and that's going to lead you to this video. Okay, now that you saw the video, it actually walks them through collecting some information, and then we're going to send them the guide. So here's my steps for that. When they go through that messenger bot, it's collecting information. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send it with a Zap to collect the data. And I think I already have these set up, so I'm just going to go into my Zaps because I want to show exactly what I did here. And when they get a free messenger guide, I'm going to walk them through this step. Now this step actually, it catches their information, it sends them into an email. So when I set this up, I'm sending an email directly to myself, which would be my client if I were to set it up for you. And it gives them, I put in the email that it's going to send to, which is, I'm sending it from myself to myself, so that's why it looks funny. And I'm going to send it to my business email, so I know it's a business coming in. And this is what I put in the subject. I put a guide went out, and here's what I give them. So this is the information that I actually collected off of the messenger sequence that I built. And it collects their first name, their last name, and their email. The reason why I collect this is so I can contact them back and say, here is your free guide. I take their email because if they don't want to just download it on their phone, because it's going to be in a message, so they're going to most likely be on their phone when they're looking at this message. But a lot of people store a lot of stuff on their phone. They may want it on their computer so they can go back and reference it later. So I collect their email and I actually send it out in email also. And then I went in and it says send data. Let's see here. I want to make sure that it sees. Okay, so it says that a test went out about a week ago, and it went out and it was good. So that part is complete. Then what I want to do is, because I'm going to send it out an email, you have to have an email responder. I use Kartra as my all-in-one. It collects my lead for me, puts them in lists, can send out sequences. It's also my email responder. So I'm going to go and create this new lead in Kartra. So this Zap actually pulls in Kartra, creates a new lead. It goes into my account. When I get this, it says, okay, this is what my lead information is. I'm going to collect their email. I'm going to collect their first name and their last name. But that's all I'm really collecting. If I can get a Facebook URL, that's great. If not, not a big deal. And basically, this sends that information to Kartra, which shows that it went through fine. Once it's collected in Kartra, I now want to send it or create it as a new lead. So, or put them into a list so I can build a sequence of emails that goes out to this list. So then I'm going to have them subscribe this lead to a list. Basically, it goes back into Kartra, subscribes them to a list, which I've already created in Kartra. and it's under this account. Then I'm going to type in this, so I know this is how they came into my system. This is how they came in, what funnel they were in. They wanted the 4 key strategy guide giveaway, and it's going to send that email into that list. This send data is just a check. It's to make sure that it's working, so I already did that. Now, in order to retarget, retargeting is the biggest way to give people different touch points. Normally, people don't buy from you until they've seen you. I mean, there's different, people say as little as 5 times, some people say as many as 15 times. So this is just my way of having another touch point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create I'm going to bring them into a Google Sheet, so later I can create a custom audience from that sheet. So when I create the sheet, I've already set it up on in my profile. So when you go in and create a sheet, you have to, let me just pull it up for you. In order to have it collect the data and put it into this sheet, you have to create the actual sheet itself. So when I created this Google Sheet, I created the fields that I want to collect, first, last name, and email, and then you have to type in the first one. Oh, look at, I just started running my ads maybe 20 minutes ago, and I already have a new person wanting a guide. How cool is that? Anyway, that's besides the point. I guess my ad's working, but you have to put in this first line so it knows what information to grab. So then we'll go back to Zapier, and I'm going to show you. Under this, it's going to collect in my Google Sheets. I'm going to create a spreadsheet row. It's my new row that I'm going to create every time somebody comes through the sequence. And then I'm going to have them go into my Google Sheets under this account. I'm going to put them into this spreadsheet, my 4 key strategy guide. And I want the first page. Now, Google Sheets, you can have multiple pages. So like your first page could be finance, second one can be marketing, whatever. I only use the first page, but you want to remember to always pick, it's sheet 1, 0. It's the first page. And all I'm collecting is name, first name, last name, and email. And continue. And it was complete. You know, it shows that it went through fine. And we're going to reset and complete that. And now this person, let's see here, this person is actually in my funnel now. And look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks.